It's a win for Zalmi. They've one run in this match. It's a big six. Karachi have won.
It's a young franchise, but they've done it.
Take it down, Piracy. What a stab.
If the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore has proven one thing in its 7 matches hosted so far in HBL Pakistan Super League Season 8, it is this, that to chase is to be doomed to defeat. In each game, the team batting first has gone on to win. Lahore Qalandars were reminded of that painful truth on Wednesday night when they were rolled by Multan Sultans in the qualifier.
Oh yes, Anwar Ali, and they celebrate hard, because that's the big one.
Last night, Shadab Khan thought that he could upset the odds when he won the toss and elected to field first. But once again, history was on the side of the chasers, as Peshawar Zalmi's barrage of Yorkers put paid to Islamabad United's high-octane offence.
Got him. Knocked him over. Put Monroe out of his misery.
Shaheen Shah Afridi and Babar Azam will be praying that the coin falls right for them tonight, as they now face off in Eliminator 2. The playoff games may be coming thick and fast, but this is what professional athletes live for. Knockout cricket. Win and go through to tomorrow night's final. Lose, and it's time to pack your bags and go home.
Back in Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, after all the drama last night and a bit of drizzle, we are back, and this time it's for Eliminator 2. This is officially the second last day in the HBL PSL, and we've got the home side, Lahore Qalandars, and they'll be taking on the Peshawar Zalmi, who with the resurgence of Peshawar Zalmi, that's what I really wanted to say, a team that is extra motivated to win this. All right, the teams have arrived, and Peshawar Zalmi is the team that's got the momentum now. And you've got the home side, Lahore Qalandars. They need to up their game once again, and we know what they're capable of. They'll be up here with a very packed crowd. Babar Azam, he's been consistent with the runs and will be looking to secure that final spot against Multan Sultans. Head on, welcome to Pitchside. I'm really looking forward to this one. Like I said, it's a team. We're talking about Peshawar Zalmi that's on the up. We've seen the kind of performance that we saw from them yesterday. That rhythm from Peshawar Zalmi is back. Lahore Qalandars, though, they need to redeem themselves for sure, because we saw a below-par performance from them. But it's going to be a fascinating contest between two very good sides. Now, I've been joined by Sana Mir and Alan Wilkins in the studio. Sana, welcome to Lahore, firstly. This is the first time that we're seeing you here, so a warm welcome to you.
Thank you very much.
Really looking forward to this encounter. You've got two sides. Like I said, one did really well yesterday. Peshawar Zalmi, you know, they must be high on confidence. And then you've got Lahore Qalandars, who really haven't done what you expect out of them, considering that when they started, they were winning back-to-back games and were, you know, the table toppers.
Absolutely. You use the word momentum, and I think that's the crucial thing. In such tournaments, I think Peshawar Zalmi has got the momentum at the right time. They are peaking at the right time. They have started playing better 11. They have got youngsters like Saim Ayub, Hasibullah, who are coming to the ranks and proving a point there. And Babar has been so impressive with his improved strike rate and his captaincy the other day as well. Lahore, on the other hand, the biggest difficulty for me in Lahore is their batting. Shaheen has been batting in the middle, so that would be a big decision for them.
Wilco, firstly, you've got to laud all the groundsmen here because we had a bit of rain that was going around and it seemed like we might not even get a complete game yesterday, but we managed to have that. It was a really good one, perhaps one of the best games in the HBL PSL in this tournament, and we are back within 24 hours for Eliminator 2.
Ground staff have done a great job. We've had this rain, this light drizzle. There's been very little sun today, so the ground staff have done a really terrific job here. And that match yesterday, yeah, they're working hard. They've had those extensive covers on all over the large part of the playing area, so they've done a wonderful job. Look at that, what a sight that is. So it's bone dry really underneath, and that match last night for me was just a change from seeing the bat completely dominating Rawalpindi. You saw bowlers having a night, and it was a good night for the bowlers. And I'd also endorse what Sana said there. Qalandars, where's their A game gone? Where's it gone? You know, Fakhar Zaman undone by Anwar Ali. If he's not firing, you know, he fired in the first match against Zalmi this year. He got 96, very sharp, very quick runs. He's got to fire tonight. Shaheen's got to fire. And I just feel, what is Shaheen batting 5 for? 5-6. What's he doing there? He's got to go back and he's got to allow batters to express themselves. I don't agree with him batting where he has been.
That's actually a very good point. You know, we've seen that in the last 2 games, and when you have proper batsmen, not really sure what the strategy is there, but let's have a look at the playoff tree. Just a recap of the journeys of the various teams, and today it's literally come down to whoever loses is out, and whoever wins today meets Multan Sultan in the grand finale, which is going to be tomorrow. Let's not forget the timings for that. We'll be on air at 5:40 p.m., which is going to be tomorrow, Saturday, the 18th of March. There's also a glittering closing ceremony lined up for you at 5:45. The toss will be at 6:30 with the first ball at 7 p.m. Well, we're talking about teams that are on the rise. Peshawar Zalmi is definitely that team that's on the rise. We've spoken about rhythm, momentum. All these words matter when it comes to an HBL PSL contest. Yesterday, we saw that rhythm and momentum, and it was built by Amir Jamal and Salman Irshad.
Gone into the stumps, and that's the wicket they needed.
Delivery. Oh no, got a hit. Does it? Oh my goodness me. Got him. Knocked him over. Put Monroe out of his misery.
Yeah, it was quite a turnaround by Peshawar Zalmi. Islamabad United, at one point, it seemed like they're cruising towards the target, but it wasn't meant to be, courtesy that brilliant spell by Salman Irshad and Amir Jamal, both picking up 2 wickets each, and they were able to get some swing, reverse swing in the end, and nail those Yorkers. Zalmi won by 12 runs. Talking about Peshawar Zalmi, one of the success stories that they've had this year has been that partnership between Saim Ayub and Babar Azam. They've both been consistent and they have been an integral part of the side. Let's have a look at the numbers game. It's nice to see that Babar Azam has found a partner on the other end who can consistently score runs, and that is why if you look at that average of 55, it tells you that it is the second highest average in the HBL PSL history. The batting partnerships, we talk about them being equally important as we've seen in the bowling department, and you've got 498 runs between these two in 9 innings. A lot has been spoken about Babar Azam and how consistent has been, but I think the standout aspect, Sana, which you can throw more light upon, is the fact that his strike rate has been quite incredible this year, and then you've got somebody like Saim Ayub on the other end giving him that support.
Absolutely, and I think we remember it. I think it was three of us when we were talking last time when these two teams came, that Saim Ayub was promoted at the top of the order to navigate through that swing of Shaheen left and right hand combination. And I think Darren Sammy, the coach, Babar Azam, hats off to the think tank for promoting him. Mohammad Haris is going to play in his way, so that doesn't matter. But what this partnership has done, it has really changed the whole face of the batting of Peshawar Zalmi.
Wilco, what has impressed you about these two batting together?
Well, I think Saim Ayub and what he's done has just been of huge benefit for Babar Azam, because I think it's just deflected some of the pressure on that man, Babar Azam. He's batting beautifully. His strike rate, as you've just said, he's batting like an absolute dream. But he knows at the other end, his confidence is growing, because he knows that the confidence he has in the young left-hander at the other end has also developed. Saim Ayub has played some of the best innings in this PSL. It's been phenomenal how he's played. So I think that has been so effective. And you contrast that with what has been happening with Qalandars. There's a gulf apart.
And their power play, batting power play, has been the best, and because both these batters don't take a lot of risk, and that's why they've been so consistent with good partnerships but with good strike rates as well.
Yeah, we've seen that with Babar often, you know, just going up to Saim Ayub and having a word with him, encouraging him. That's what a great leader does. Just give them that kind of support. We're building up nicely here. It is eliminator 2. Peshawar Zalmi are taking on Lahore Qalandars, and it should be a great contest. Don't go anywhere. Well, the crowds are coming in at Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. It is eliminator 2. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a packed house, because whenever the home side is playing, they always come out in huge numbers. But we've seen that generally in the HBL PSL, the crowds have been really, really good. Now, we've got a great contest at hand. We've got Peshawar Zalmi, and they are taking on Lahore Qalandars. Different venues, though. You know, talk about Pindi, talk about Lahore, different venues altogether. What are the batting challenges in Lahore? Let's find out from Aaron Holland and Simon Dewar.
Well, we know the importance of the power play in a T20 game. The batters are expected to go for many runs. The bowlers are expected to take wickets. But one difference, it seems, now that we're back at Lahore, batting in Lahore, is the power play is extra crucial if batting sides want to post a decent total. And Julie, if we go back to yesterday's game, both sides excelled in the power play and then completely fell off, and that's when the wickets tumbled. Like, what did you make of that?
Well, we're not in Rawalpindi now, Dorothy, are we? That's one of the things I can
runs?
say. Where are they just flowed and flowed and flowed? It's tough. It really is. You've got to make the most of that power play. 67 and 77 yesterday in the power plays for the respective sides, and only one down as well. So the key at this venue is everything slows down after that. You've really got to go, I think, extra hard inside that power play if you're going to prosper. The key from that sort of middle over period, 7.82 this ground, that's through the middle over, so really they strangle you. Why do they strangle you? The ball is just starting to reverse a little bit. That's one of the keys here in Lahore. So we're just looking at 6 deliveries from yesterday. Irshad in particular bowled some really nice Yorkers, getting the ball to just tail a little bit. So we're seeing 4 very good deliveries from Irshad and a couple at the back end from Jamal. So you have a look at these, and it's just the angle. What you're doing is cutting down one side of the ground, but they're giving the batter absolutely no room whatsoever. That's a beauty there to Colin Munro, just nipping past. Then you get the one that swings down, just clips the pad. It was a great referral, actually, that one as well. And then the brilliant Yorker, the brilliant Yorkers at the back end. So it's starting to reverse. And now I'm looking around the ground. I'm not sure why it's starting to reverse. Maybe there's something untoward going on. Don't go too hard on that, because I love it. I actually really enjoy it. I think it brings the bowlers back into the game. If you can do it without getting noticed or caught, good luck to you and good on you, because I think the bowlers are right back in the game then. So keys to batting here inside the power play: be aggressive, be overly aggressive. Even if you're 1, 2, 3 down, I don't mind it so much, because 60-70 I think is a must It slows down through the middle, and at the back end, we've seen both sides yesterday really hard to find the boundary.
Well, and good news for Peshawar Zalmi, they're actually sitting at the top of that ladder of the most successful batters in the power play. And Lahore at the very bottom, which surprises me because Peshawar Zalmi is used to these conditions. He has been amazing, but he's lost his opening partners with him. What do they have to do today? Because we do know that people do like to bat first here in Lahore.
Hasn't had a lot of help, has he, Fucker? That's been one of the issues. The key for the Zalmi has been Saeem Ayub and Bubba. Bubba's strike rate this year way better than it has been every other year. So really impressed with him in the last couple of games in particular. Saeem has been great. If he continues that way, that'll be fine. Fucker needs help.
Yep.
That's all I'll say. Fucker, just help Fucker, please help him.
Oh, you've heard it from the expert Simon Dill. The power play will be crucial for either team batting first, of course, here at Gaddafi Stadium. And, good luck to the batters today. It's definitely not easy here in these conditions.
Yeah, you heard it from Dooley then, Sanaj. Just talking about the fact that go hard in that power play because it gets difficult later on. We saw that yesterday as well with the ball, reverse swinging towards the end.
Yeah, and that's why it's that Babar and Saeem Ayub's combination is going to be so crucial because they have been very consistent for Peshawar Zalmi. On the other hand, they have tried a lot of openers with Fakhar Zaman. Tahir Beg was there, and then Shahwez Irfan from the emerging. I think Lahore did miss a trick with Basit Ali. I still not believe he's not been selected here. So they are short of the batting talent at the top, and in the middle also with Shaheen in the middle, it's not working for them.
Lahore is definitely struggling with that opening combination, Wilco.
Yes, they are, and not just in that opening combination. It's that top order as well. Sam Billings, I think there's a little bit of a question mark there on the Englishman, and you've got that middle order, and they've been playing around. Sorry to repeat myself, but Shaheen at 5 and 6, no, he's not. Sikandar Raza, David Visa are proven batters. They should be taking the responsibility, not Shaheen.
All right, there you go, Lahore Qalandars. They've got some things to figure out on them. On that note, we'll take a short break and we'll be back with the toss, which is on time. Back on the pitch side for Eliminator 2, but one thing we know for sure is that we've had some great cricket and entertainment throughout the HBL PSL, and our comms have loved it, all the cricketing action, but on off day, they decided to explore a bit more of Lahore.
Roamed around the fort, and then the Badshahi Mosque, and of course the Shahi Hammam.
Yeah.
If you want to just summarize, what do you think of this era, you know, and the detail and the work that's been done here?
It's hard to put into words. The feel that you get here, it's truly magic.
This is divine. I think, you know, that to me is the most fitting word, divine experience.
For me, it's also grand. We've been to the fort, the Shahi Imam, and here you watch those pictures. It's been amazing, and I'm going to request Gigi to take a selfie.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely love it. Stunning visuals from the walled city of Lahore. It's always special, actually. It's one of the things, it's one of the highlights if you do visit Lahore. And I've got Bazit and Danny joining me in the studio now. Baz, always magical, always spiritual. Every time you go to the Badshai Mosque and the areas around, it's just stunning.
Yeah, so much history. It's such a historic city, Lahore, that it is the aspect that you want to see whenever you go there. You sort of transport it back in time. But the only thing I will say, that Danny and I weren't invited. They never took us. They don't
Danny,
like us, do they, Danny?
Apologies.
Well, there's always next year, as they say. Look at this, and they'll take a few of these picks for next season.
Yeah.
All right, toss time in just a minute. Captain's hat. What are you opting for?
Well, I think they're both going to want to bat, and I think that we've mentioned it before. Lahore in their heads, they haven't won chasing at all, have they? All their wins have come from, you know, setting a total. So, and I know Zalmi have been doing that too recently, and have done it pretty well. So I think both desperate to get the call right.
We saw that yesterday with Islamabad United as well, that they won the toss and they elected to bowl first, and that obviously didn't work well in the end. The result was in favour of Peshawar Zalmi. Lahore definitely would be hoping to win that toss and bat first, because that's something that they have aced, defended target as well. We are ready with the Be-Love Network toss though. It's over to Sikandar Bakht, who's out there with the two captains.
Hello and welcome to the Be-Love Network coin toss. It's Eliminator 2 time here at the Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. I've got our match referee, Mr. Roshan Mahanama, the two captains, Zalmi, Babar Azam, and the home team, Lahore Qalandars, Shaheen Shah Afridi. Who's got the coin? Shaheen has the coin, Babar will call. It's tails is the call.
Batting.
Babar, you won the toss. What will you do?
We will bat first.
Bat first?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because of our batting are playing very well in the first inning, so we will try to run on the boat and put pressure on them.
The qualifier 1 was played on this pitch. It wasn't really a high-scoring game. Lahore only managed 76. What are you thinking? What score should be good here?
To be honest, last match we have a start well, but we had not finished well, so we will try to finish well. I think pitch is good, so I think 180, 190 is defendable.
After that win yesterday, the momentum is on your side. Are you making any changes in the team?
Yes, we have a one change. Raja Paksha is in, Jimmy Nish is not playing.
Okay, good luck to you.
Thank you. Cheers,
शाहीन, यहाँ पर पहले बैटिंग करके आप लोगों ने काफ़ी अच्छे रिजल्ट्स हासिल किए हैं. पिछले मैच में थोड़ा ट्राई किया था. कैसा देख रहे हैं पहले बॉलिंग को यहाँ पर?
टॉस जीते तो बॉलिंग के साथ ही जाते, फिर थोड़ी सी विंड में.
Yeah, I think you should take my mic and we'll just come closer. So, what are you saying?
मेरे ख्याल से जब हम टॉस जीते तो मेरा भी यही था कि हम पहले बॉलिंग पे ही जाते, क्योंकि कंडीशन अच्छी है, विंड मिल रही है, होप ज़रा सा आगे नए बॉल पे स्विंग मिलेगा, लियोन ब्रेक दूर लेंगे तो प्रेशर बिल्टअप होगा दूसरी टीम पे.
कुछ दिन का गैप आपको मिल गया. पिछली आउटिंग इसी पिच पे ज़्यादा अच्छी नहीं रही बैटिंग लाइनअप की. किस तरह से उन चीज़ों को करेक्ट कर रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल हम चेसिंग में लैग कर रहे हैं, बट इंशाल्लाह आज कोशिश करेंगे कि उसको प्रूव करें.
चलिए, कोई चेंजेस लाएं टीम में?
एक चेंज है, हुसैन तलत की जगह भट्टी खेल रहा है.
चलिए, congratulations and good luck to you bowling first out here. All right, so here we are. Now, of course, no surprises. Sides winning the toss are wanting to bat, but how much is enough? I've got Uruj and Waqar, and they will tell us about this trip.
Thanks, Sikandar. And I've got Waqar Yunus alongside, and who's got a massive smile on his face, a mouth-watering track. Tell me why, Waqar?
I always have a smile on my face. But yeah, of course, looking at this pitch, this surface, this is the same surface where, Lahore Qalandars lost the game and the ball did a bit, and it was a little bit of two pace. They got bowled out for 76. I hope that will not be the case tonight, because this pitch is a little bit better than that. It might not be that much two pace on the surface, but still there are patches where there's a bit more grass than the other patches, and they are basically on the edges of those cracks. So that is a little bit of worry. And also, don't forget, been raining last night a lot, and then this pitch has been undercover a little bit, and it is, honestly, it's a little bit cold. Cold means little dampness. So not only me smiling, but I feel that the other bowlers will be having a bit of laugh too.
Well, Shaheen told Sikandar that if had he won the toss, he would have bowled first. Now the dampness with the ball probably sticking a little bit. A good decision if they've got the ball in hand first, Lahore?
Look, that's a really good sign that, these guys, Lahore Qalandars, they're thinking that, bowling first is the way to go. And I'm sure this pitch will assist them a little bit to begin with. And if they can, get early wickets, who knows? It's not always the case that they have never chased before. But this pitch definitely will offer something for the Pacers.
Well, 7 out of 7 games won by teams batting first. Peshawar again to do so, but Waqar Yunus says there will be something in for the Lahore bowlers first up.
Yeah, Shaheen Shah Afridi also mentioning that he would have liked to bowl first, considering all the rain around and the dampness, considering the conditions. Now we've got one change each for both the sides. Danny, Peshawar Zalmi has made that one change, and they've got Raja Paksa back instead of Jimmy Neesham.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer when I look at it, because Jimmy Neesham, I'm looking at stats and numbers, he's only got 87 runs total. His whole aggregate. So he's averaging under 15. He's striking at okay, just over 130. But yeah, for me, Rajapaksa, who's such a dynamic hitter, it's an obvious change, and I think a good one.
All right, Lahore Qalandars has also made one change, Bazid, and there's a new name on the block. Ehsan Bhatti as an all-rounder comes in for them.
Yeah, left-arm spinner and a left-handed bat. So his debut in such a big game, he's come from their player development program, so another one of those where Lahore Qalandars owns. But I think the onus is on the bowling. I think with the weather around, with the new ball, with a bit of dampness in the air, there might be swing, and I reckon straight away you look at the new ball and you look at Babar Azam versus Shaheen, and also Saim Ayub.
That's always the big contest, but interesting debate though. I mean, the venue stats, Danny, are telling us a different story altogether, because all the teams batting first have won. But today, because of the weather conditions and everything, do you think that was the correct decision?
Look, it is for the Qalandars. They want to go with this. This is what they feel that their strength is. We know it is. We're going about Fakhar Zaman and him at the top, and maybe who else? Baig, is he going to come to the party? Abdullah Shafiq, he needs to, and you got Billings at 4. So they're saying, no, you know what? We're going to do what we want to do, and that's bowling. And the toss was taken out of their hands. Zalmi are happy doing what they're doing. Good luck to you in doing that. And now you look at the bowling department, let's take it on, because that is the strength, no doubt. The strength for the Qalandars is their bowling. Can they change that stat of the side that doesn't bat first, takes it out?
The other aspect about all this is because it's damp, because the outfield will be slightly damp in that way, it won't be as dry as it was last night. So reverse swing. Danny knows a lot about reverse swing. And Peshawar Zalmi especially bowled beautifully with the ball reversing. Now, will there be reverse swing? The conditions suggest that it will be difficult to get the ball reverse.
All right, should be interesting with all the weather conditions and everything into play. This is going to be a riveting contest. We'll take a short break and we'll be back just a bit. Well, Lahore Qalandars are the side that will be seen in action today. They're up against Peshawar Zalmi in Eliminator 2. Speaking of Lahore Qalandars, one guy who has stuck with them through thick and thin is Aqib Javed. He's passionate about his work and is extremely keen on developing new players. Time to hear his thoughts now.
देखिए, अगर आपको क्लैरिटी है ना अपने रोल की और अपनी लिमिटेशंस की, तो खेलते भी आप एंजॉय करते हो और कोचिंग करते भी आप एंजॉय करते हो। आपको अपने शूज़, अपने बैट, अपने हेलमेट उतारने पड़ते हैं। आप एक नए सिरे से क्लास 1 की तरह कोचिंग सीखते हो, पढ़ते हो, कोर्सेज करते हो, फिर ग्रेजुअली आप बच्चों से आगे 15, 19, फिर आप एक्सपर्ट बनते हो। दिस टेक्स लॉट ऑफ टाइम एंड एफर्ट। बॉलिंग एक मैं समझता हूँ कि प्लस पॉइंट है। दुनिया में किसी लीग में इस जैसी बॉलिंग लाइनअप नहीं है। ये सारे फॉरेन प्लेयर्स कहते हैं। और जो बॉलिंग ब्रिंग्स द क्वालिटी, जो कंपेटिटिवनेस है, वो बॉलर्स लेकर आते हैं लीग के अंदर। और दूसरा यंग टैलेंट, अगर आप देखें तो हर साल PSL 1-2 सुपरस्टार्स बनाती है। हाई परफॉर्मेंस में कोचेज हैं, यहाँ भी हमारे जो कोचेज हैं उनको मैंने डिफरेंट रोल में अब उनका माइंडसेट बदला है कि यहाँ कोई कोच नहीं है, मैं भी कोच नहीं। हम यहाँ किसी को नहीं सिखाने आए, हम एक प्लेयर को सिलेक्ट करते हैं और इस प्लेटफॉर्म देते हैं कि आइए खेलिए। ये प्रैक्टिस में भी दे एक्चुअली डिसाइड कि उन्होंने कौन सी प्रैक्टिस करनी है, कितनी करनी है। और कोचिंग और मैनेजमेंट का एक असूल है कि आपने अपने इमोशंस जो हैं वो बाहर नहीं आने देने, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, क्योंकि आप ना तो बॉल कर सकते हो ना बैट कर सकते हो। यू कैन ओनली होल्ड योर इमोशंस एंड अप्रिशिएट द प्लेयर्स, एंड दैट्स इट।
To their credit, Lahore Qalandars has been in the front line when it comes to developing players. Bazad, I mean, you heard from Akib as well in terms of their player development program, whether they turn out to be success stories or not. They are the one franchise in the HBL PSL history who've done that really well.
Yeah, it's a whole program, and they back their players. They make sure that whoever comes through that channel is then backed in terms of playing in the HBL PSL or just player development going further. They had sort of players going to Australia as well, playing there, and Haris Rauf played there and shot to fame. So that part of it is all covered. It was almost last year when you thought, well, that is covered, but you haven't won the HBL PSL yet, which they did last time.
Nani, you know all about it.
Yeah, I've actually been very fortunate in terms of knowing the Rana brothers. Grant Elliott, another good Kiwi. We came here and saw the development here, and there was a game on with an under-23 fixture. And so working in Dubai, popped across, and there was a really good event on here. And what I loved talking about with Samin Rana was that it was actually giving male youth something to aspire to. And they went out and looked at thousands of guys in any walk of life, whether batting, spin bowling, keeping, pace bowling, the whole gambit, and they wanted them to give them an opportunity to have some hope about what am I going to do with my life. And that's what I loved about it. I think Grant Elliott and I really embraced that, and the Rana brothers have got a lot to be thankful and grateful that everyone's embraced that whole culture.
All right, we're talking about the pace on display today, Bazid. I mean, Amir Jamal, let's talk more about him, because he did surprise a few people with the kind of pace that we saw yesterday.
Yeah, he's the one bowler, one cricketer who likes to be in the thick of action. That's his great merit, is that whenever there's pressure on, whenever there's a moment in the game where you look around and you see somebody, he'll actually jog up, he wants the ball, he wants to be in the action. That's why he's so good, especially when the pressure is on. He's always been good with the ball. He's got a very good bouncer. We didn't see that in last game, but he's got a really slippery bouncer as well. So there's more to come.
There is a lot to come. Predictions time, Danny. What's happening then?
Well, I'm just looking at the crowd here, and really is in terms of lack of numbers. And I know there is a thing called the finale tomorrow, but you'd want Lahore Qalandars to make it. So I'm just seeing there's too many empty seats. Is there an issue getting into the stadium? Of course, I understand the security issue, but I mean, you'd want more numbers in here to get very vocal to get behind the green machine.
Thank you so much, Danny and Baz, for your thoughts. We Lahoris like to be late, though. We're not known for our punctuality, so I think the crowds will fill up.
Come on!
Later on, post 8 p.m, and it's going to be such a good one. Qalandars are up against Peshawar Zalmi, and Peshawar Zalmi won the toss and they elected to bat first. We'll see you shortly after this break.